Good morning, my wonderful friends, my wonderful fans all over the world where you are. I hope you guys had a good night rest. My name is Chuks Ineh, and today I am going to be talking about P2B's speech in Germany. P2B recently, as of yesterday night, he was in Frankfurt, Germany, where an event organized by the P2B support network, had a lot of people in the town hall meeting, and P2B gave detailed information about so many things. In fact, there were a lot of things that was my first time hearing P2B talk about them. Thank you very much for joining me live this morning. You're welcome from wherever you are in the world, and I'm happy that you are part of this program this morning. Please share this video. There were a lot of things that P2B said while he was in Frankfurt, Germany. I am going to start one of those that touched me very, very deeply. Number one, P2B told a story about how he wanted to contest for governor and he went to his village. Apparently, as an Igbo man, P2B has not built a house in his village. His village people were very, very disappointed and they were confused. Why will a man who has not built a house in his village decide to be the governor of a state? He couldn't even build a house in his village and he wants to be the governor of a state. P2B told them that his own mother built a house, and in that house he has a room. He actually got 3 rooms, one for himself, one for his son, one for his daughter. Why should he build another house? That was the question he asked them. And the challenge I'm posing to so many of you is this: there are so many Nigerian youths, especially the Igbo people, who are known to building houses in their villages, who have houses wasting in their village, in their compound. Me, for example, my grandfather was a king for 20 years in my community. He built a house. That house is listed empty. It's a one-story building. It's a duplex. He built this house long ago, but nobody's in that house. My father also built a duplex. In that house, there are 4 basic flats in it. I have a flat there that I share with my immediate younger brother. We hardly even sleep there. Why should I also go and build a house? I want to challenge you. Don't think of building a house when it is not necessary. P2B has a house in an urban area. You can follow that same example. When my immediate elder brother wanted to buy a land and start building a house, he didn't think of the village. He said house in the village is a waste because there are houses in the village. P2B ended up becoming the governor of Anambra State, even though he didn't build a house in his village. And still, I don't think he has built any house in the village because nothing has changed. The rooms that the mother gave him in their village house, he still owns it. But there was an addition to this story he was telling us last night, because I watched it live. P2B says our people celebrate criminality a lot. Our people celebrate criminality a lot. And what did he mean by that? What did he mean by that? P2B said it is these same people that said he didn't build house in the village. Imagine if, for example, 6 months into becoming a governor, he has built a big mansion. He calls the bishop to come and bless that house. He calls the village people to come and eat and drink. These same village people will say, anywhere you're getting this money from, please, the Lord should increase it, increase it to your favor and all those things. They won't care that it is the government money that he's stealing to do all those things. Our people are fond of celebrating criminals and criminality. That is the reason why so many honest people are not even able to show their face in their communities, because we celebrate 419 people, we celebrate drug dealers, we celebrate kidnappers, we celebrate corrupt civil servants, we celebrate corrupt politicians who have been stealing money and making money through ill-gotten means. But a man who makes a clean money, who decides to be frugal and will not build a house, will not be celebrated by his people. To their people, the man is stupid, the man is not wise, the man is not thinking well, because he has not done something that is flamboyant or something that the eyes can see, or he has not impressed his people. Now, P2B told us last night that our people are even the ones that will encourage you to go and keep on doing more evil, keep on doing more bad things, because by the time your king will give you a chieftaincy title, because he has seen that you have been making money. They don't care where the money is coming from. It is the bishop in your church that will make sure that you sit in front of the chair, in front of the front chair in the church, and they will also give you one title. Then they will give your mother Ezinne, they will give your father Ezinna. They will increase the titles in your family, even though they know that that money you are spending or that money you are sharing or you have brought into that community is not a clean money, but your village people will celebrate you because you have brought in money, and the honest people making a living are not recognized in that place. That was one thing that P2B said yesterday night in Frankfurt, Germany, that really caught my attention. And I said, wow, there is something remarkable about P2B that will happen in the history of Nigerian politics. It will open a way for honest people to be celebrated. It will open a way for people that have made clean money, that need a voice. These are the true leaders. People that have made clean money, either through business, either through hard work, either through one way or the other, but it is a clean money for them to do what? For them to come and strengthen their village people. Because when you have bad leaders as mentors, they are coming to mentor the youth into doing bad things. Because what else do you want them to teach? They can only teach what they know. You cannot give what you don't have. P2B is going to change that paradigm. This is what we call paradigm shift. He's going to introduce a new type of leaders in the society. He's going to introduce a new type of celebration in the society. A society where hard work is celebrated, a society where the best brains are celebrated, and not celebrating criminals, thieves, corrupt politicians, and 419 people and kidnappers. It is very unfortunate that we have gotten to this level, and that is the reason why we also sell our votes, because all we care about is money. All we love is money. All we think is money. We don't care about human feelings. We don't care about justice. We don't care about equity. What we care about money. If somebody gives you money, you kill your brother. If somebody gives you money, you kill your mother. Because of money, a lot of evil has been going on in our land, all because of money. And with the new system that we're going to experience, at least P2B knows that if poverty is arrested, all these criminal things will reduce. Okay, next to the next agenda that P2B spoke about. P2B said in the 2027 election, meaning that 4 years if he becomes president, because by the grace of God he will be the president, he said in the 2027 election, Nigerians in diaspora will be able to cast their vote through the absentee ballot system, which is done in other developed countries. Why will Nigeria be lacking behind? Why? Why should Nigerians in diaspora miss the opportunity to decide who governs their country when they traveled outside this country in the first place? Because Nigeria is not doing the right thing and they need to save their family. The remittances that those in abroad are sending home is what their people use in taking care of themselves, and now you are saying that they will not have a voice in their democracy, even though they are expressing a better democracy outside in diaspora. We have so many Nigerians in even Ghana here, in Canada, in US, in Germany, in UK, doing well in their democracy, and you are denying them the opportunity to cast their votes, or they must come down here to cast their vote when there is a new system for that to be done. Yes, Buhari has done the electoral reform. They have introduced new changes, which is very good. I commend him for that. But still, there is something missing in it, and P2B is telling us that when he becomes the president of Nigeria, he is going to introduce the absentee ballot system so that Nigerians in diaspora will be able to cast their vote. Those votes usually are sent through mail, and I know that it will be coordinated through the Nigerian embassies, in various countries for them to be able to do that. It is very, very possible. Very good submission. Now, P2B also said that Africa will continue to be the centerpiece of Nigeria's foreign policy. Okay, Eric Gossin said majority outside the country are Igbos, hope they will allow them to vote. Of course, every Nigerian outside Nigeria will be allowed to vote. It has nothing to do with tribe. Okay, and it will shock you that many outside people are also in Niger, all these North African countries. Many Yorubas are also outside Nigeria. It's not only the Igbo people that are outside Nigeria. Okay, next thing that P2B said is that Africa will remain the centerpiece of Nigeria's foreign policy. This has been Nigerian foreign policy for a very, very long time. Very long time. In fact, growing up studying government, we read about it. But I wrote in a comment section in Mr. P2B's Facebook page that it is time that we review this foreign policy. That our foreign policy should reflect that of the regional level in Africa. What do I mean by the regional level? We belong to the West African regional level in Africa, what we know as the Economic Community of West African States. And there are a lot of things enshrined in that treaty. One of them is the free movement of human beings and goods. And I want to tell you, I told people to be there, that many of the goods that are made in West Africa that are supposed to be duty free are still taxed, as duty is still levied on it by the various customs of these countries, and so Nigeria needs to look into that area. I also told him that in the past, Nigeria, with the use of ECOMOG, which is the military arm of the ECOWAS region, fought insecurity in Liberia, fought insecurity in Sierra Leone, and in other parts of Africa, and they helped in bringing peace to those countries. Why can't we tap into that resource? Why can't other West African countries come on board to help Nigeria battle its insecurity cases? These were my own suggestions to Peter Obi, and I hope he will listen to it and see how they can amend that Africa is the centerpiece of Nigeria's foreign policy, because a lot of African countries have really moved on and they don't give a hoot about Nigeria. They are even the ones that are always sending Nigerians back home, and they are doing well. So why carry Africa on your head when Africa doesn't even care about you, whereas you are supposed to focus on your neighbors and see how you can integrate the trade? Nigerian currency is losing value, the Ghana cedis is losing value, whereas ECOWAS has a common currency called the ECO, which has been in the pipeline for a very long time. The West African gas pipeline has been in the pipeline for a very long time. We have the ECOWAS roads that are still being constructed up to now. We don't have a train linking the entire West African region. So there are a lot of things that should be done in the region. They should forget about the entire Africa and focus more on West African region. That was my suggestion to Mr. Peter Obi, and I know there are a lot of comments. It may take time to read those comments, but I will still see how best I can take that message to him and see if they can take it into consideration, because I operate more in the ECOWAS region and I understand the challenges of this region. Okay, I have been to Liberia, I've been to Sierra Leone, and I've lived in Ghana for a very long time, and I know what's going on in Benin Republic, Togo, and Nigeria, and I have friends that are living in Gambia, in Ivory Coast, and these West African countries. Okay, thank you very much for joining. The next thing that Peter Obi spoke about, and is very, very important, has to do with security. Peter Obi said, and he has been saying it, that Nigeria will be restructured. Nigeria will be restructured. And what he meant by restructuring is that every state is going to have their state police. So federal government is going to remove their hand from the state police, from the federal police, and give it to the states. And he mentioned one state in the north, either Katsina or so, where the governor there said they have only 5,000 policemen in the state, and that in some police stations they have 30 policemen and 10 guns. And so why won't every state employ her own people, equip them and protect themselves? Let security be a mandate of the state. And I think it's better that way. Let every state, let every group, every people protect themselves, buy ammunition and protect themselves, and handle their security. We are going to see a huge improvement in the security of the country. Part of his restructuring plan is education. He said federal government has no business in education. Let the states handle education. All the universities and everything should be in the hands of the state. That is part of his agenda for restructuring, and he believes that this will help in solving the problems in Nigeria, especially when it has to do with this ASU strike and this lingered problem between federal government and ASU. Obviously, federal government doesn't know what to do. They cannot solve this problem, so move this issue into the hands of the states. Okay, Peter Obi did mention a lot of things in his speech in Germany. A young man from the north asked him something about global warming and climate change, P2B told him that, please, I will need your help. I don't know much about this. He would like to learn from the guy. The guy should prepare a document, a paper for him, so he will study and things like that. So I watched that program live last night in Germany. P2B, his mission in Germany is over. He will be proceeding to the United States of America, where he is going to meet and interact with Nigerians and other international bodies there. He will also be giving talks. I hope you learn one or two things from this show this morning about how P2B is planning to change Nigeria, how he's planning to take leadership to the new level and bring about serious impact. So thank you very much for watching me this morning. Please share this video, let people learn one or two things that I've said this morning concerning P2B's mission or visit to Frankfurt, Germany. I love you guys, and God bless you all. Bye bye till I come back later on live again on Facebook. I appreciate you guys. Bye.